Namaste and welcome. Today we're going to be doing a short back bending sequence for trust. I don't know where you are in life right now, but I find trust at times to be difficult. Sometimes trusting others is the problem. Sometimes trusting myself is hard. And sometimes trusting higher power, God, Spirit, is a hard task. So today we are going to look into that by opening up our hearts. We're going to be doing some back bending poses. This is an easy for beginners, or for this would be wonderful for you if you don't want something very long, or if you just need something that's a little bit easier on your system. This is for you, because remember, anybody can do yoga. So to begin, I'm going to ask you to sit in easy pose. Close down the shades of your eyes. You can sit with your hands in your lap, palms down, or it feels better to put one hand on heart, one hand on belly. That's great too. Take a deep breath in and we'll cleanse it out in a sigh through our mouth, in through the nose. One more. To begin this, we will start in all fours. Do the best you can to stack your knees under your hips. Keep a straight back. Hands under your shoulders. Feel the grounding of the tops of all of your foot on the floor. And that helps get into appropriate alignment. On the next inhale, you'll arch your back and move your head up for cow, and then exhale up into cat. When you're ready, and do it at your own pace. What we're doing is warming up the spine right now. You can do it faster or slower. Whatever feels good. You might even want to do some circles. That would look like this. Whatever feels good to your spine, warming it up this morning. I'm not warm yet, so it's okay if you're not at your perfectly warm self. Bending in all kinds of ways. This is just a warm-up. When you're ready, come to center. And a note, you may need a block and a strap. I have both with me because we'll be doing some things that I require those, but you may not. Okay, so from cat-cow, I'll have you extend your legs out, belly down, and we're going to do cobra a few times. So as we're here, before we actually get into the pose, hands by your chest, underneath your shoulders, forehead on the mat. Do some forehead third eye massage. And then I want you again to activate your legs. This is not passive for the legs. Cobra needs to be active throughout. So activate your legs, which will bring your knees up and off, just a hair off of your mat. Feel all points of your toes on the ground, on the mat. And when you're ready, we'll just begin with a baby cobra. Inhale up. Keep a slight bend. And exhale down. And again, inhale up. You might go a little bit farther this time. Shrug the shoulders down. Make sure you're not shrugging those shoulders up to your ears. And exhale down. Do your best to make the back bend in your middle back as opposed to all back bend in the lower back. So focus on the middle back this next time. Again, inhale up. Put as much of that energy into the middle back as possible. It changes how my back bends. And exhale down. In between these, you might roll your head back and forth, which is hard for me to do with glasses on. That helps to massage that forehead. Again, inhale up. Focus on that mid-back, shrug down the shoulders, and feel all points of your toes on the mat. And exhale down. Last one. If you have it in you to go with straight arms, I'm not sure I have that in me today. So honor what you're at. Honor where your body is today. Not yesterday and not tomorrow, but today. Inhale up. Feel that back, that middle back bend. And exhale down. And I'm going to push up because the next sequence is going to be using my strap. This is modified bow pose. Modified because, one, this is meant to be a slower and more more conscious of the effort and the surrender sequence. So I'm not trying to get you to sweat a bunch. If you are, that's fine. So this is, if you've ever done bow pose, looks where you grab your heels on both sides. And for me, that's something I cannot do. I have a knee injury from years ago of dancing, and my mobility is not great. So I am going to show you a beautiful modification. If you want to go into full bow pose, please do. If you want to stay with me with the modification, please do. This is also a beautiful way to get into bow pose as well, so that you're not going from no back bends to a full bow pose. Some people can, but not everybody should. So in this instance, we will just hook the strap over each foot and pull up, and we're still pulling against the leg to be able to facilitate sort of a cantilever action. So go back onto our bellies. And I'm going to put this around my foot to begin with. And what we'll do is start again fully on the mat. It's okay to be relaxed right now. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale up and pull against the strap and kick your arm out in front so that it's a kickstand. I'm going to put my arms a little bit. Okay. So when you're ready, inhale up. Notice I'm still kicking against. And relax. We'll do this 3 times and then go to the other side. While we're doing all of these back bends, remember what we're thinking about. What are we needing to trust? How are we needing to give ourselves trust? In what areas can I give myself more trust? Inhale up. Still kicking against the strap. And exhale down. Last one, inhale up. And exhale down. And I'm going to turn, you don't have to. This is just so you can see the work that I'm doing on the left side. How can I trust someone else more? I am getting a cramp in that leg. This happens. Okay. Remember, the leg that is not working is still working. Still feeling the tops of your foot and engaging your whole leg. Get this in position. When you're ready, inhale up. Exhale down. Woo! My left leg this morning is not wanting to do as much, so that's okay. We honor where we're at. On the next inhale, we're going to kick our foot away from our arm and pull our arm. And inhale, kick. Feel that cantilever, and exhale down. I knew it was gonna happen. Get a better grip on it. Okay, last one. Scooch forward a bit. Inhale up. Kick. Ooh, and exhale down. Okay, I don't know about you. There we go. But I need a counter pose. So, push up. And we're going to, I'll face you so you can see what I'm doing. You can do it on the mat. We're going to do a very easy seated twist. If the leg up is accessible to you, great. If not, both of your feet out in front of you is just fine. Let's start with, I think I want to twist on this side first. So left leg up. Again, this is about accessibility. If you have it that you can put your arm up and hook it behind your knee, great. I do not. Left arm goes back, so I just hold on. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Twist a little bit more. Whew. Okay, much better. Right leg over, same thing. Right hand behind you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Again. Whew. Okay. Now that we're a little bit warmed up, I'm actually hot. We're going to do camel. This is where a block may come in handy, or I'll show you some different modifications. Some people cannot go fully down into camel, and that's okay. I can't either. And I will show you some alternatives. Pull these up a bit. Whew. I'm warm. I said this was gonna be easy, but I'm a little warm. Okay. With camel, the modifications are the full camel is tops of feet. We'll start with our hands, with your hands on your lower back hip area. You begin to do the back bend, reach down 1, reach down 2, and you're reaching down to your foot. I cannot do that as such. So what I usually end up doing, we'll see where I'm at today. If you kind of kickstand your feet up and begin here, you'll find as you begin the back bend, usually you can go down to the feet. Ugh. I must have needed this practice today because my body is not responding as it normally does. So maybe you do too. And then another alternate is blocks on either side. Same thing, go back to the blocks. The only thing I will say, if you go back to blocks, if you have some that are foam, just be aware that they may move around. So that's the reason I like to do the kickstand. If you have heavier ones, then you shouldn't have an issue. Okay. So let's begin. I will be kickstanding. We're going to go in 3s again on this one. Try to remember Tadasana in your pelvis area, where think of your pelvis as a bowl and you don't want to dip the water out. So you kind of tuck your tailbone a bit and pull your pelvis up just a bit. Okay. Fingers pointing down on each side of the small of the back. Inhale, reach your spine up. Exhale, look back. And then 1 hand down and 2. And when you're ready, 1 after the other, and back and look forward. Whew. Okay. If you did a modification and you feel like you can go a bit deeper this time, great. If what you did before was a little bit hurting, go back up a step. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and kickstand again, although I am also, because I just noticed, my knees were hurting a bit. So I'm going to make sure my knees get a good bit of support. Kickstand up. Inhale up. Exhale, start to look back. 1 arm, 1 arm. Oh, okay. This works the fronts of the thighs. It works the back. It works the shoulders. I'm working through a bit of an injury on my right shoulder as well. So I'm not holding them as long because I'm honoring the fact that I'm doing this at all. Okay, last one. Kickstand if you're kickstanding, or put the blocks down if you're doing that. Inhale. Exhale back. Arm, arm. Excellent work. Excellent work. Going to do a quick forward fold. To counterbalance a bit. And I'm going to use my strap for the forward fold as well, because I can feel the tightness. Ooh. Inhale, your spine straight and long, your neck long and lean. Exhale, fold forward. Oh yeah. That helped. Okay. Last pose. And then we will do a quick meditation. We're going to do bridge. And this is a modification that my teacher taught me that is incredible, that I want to show you. We're only going to do this for a bit. So, if you can get there with this modification, great. And I will discuss it when we get there. Okay. Feet flat on the ground. Take a moment to feel the effects of everything you've already done. And then when you're ready, you're going to bridge your pelvis up. And if it's in your practice, we're going to interlock the fingers underneath. So inhale up, hold, and I have to shrug my shoulders down a bit. If your knees are flailing, like mine tend to do, you can hold a block in between, or you can just try to push. And now, take your block. I usually have to go the small side down. Get it underneath the triangle at the apex of your tailbone and the top of your rear end. So it should be kind of supporting you here now. Release your hands down. And then one at a time, release each leg. And breathe. If you can go to a higher brick, great. This is the most comfortable for me. If you have a desk job, the psoas muscle, is that a muscle? Psoas ligament? Anyway, the psoas is contracted most of the day when we're at desk jobs. This is a beautiful way to release it. Do your best with every exhale to let more of your muscles relax. That is where the medicine is to allow the body to be in this shape and to melt into it. You can stay here for as long as you want. If you want to pause this, stay here for a bit, be my guest. It's one of my faves. When you're ready, one at a time, lift up into bridge and lower down. Beautiful. And now I invite you into Shavasana. Legs out. Let them flop out. Let your toes flop out. Let your arms flop out. Close the shades of your eyes. Take a few cleansing breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Again. You're safe here. You're held. All this work that you've done to tire out the body and the mind to get to a point of trust. You can trust God. You can trust your higher power. You are held. There's nothing that can separate you from that. Allow your body to relax fully. Be in the moment. Feel the effects of the past several minutes and let your body wind down. You can trust. It's not easy, but it is doable. Open your heart. Expose your soft underbelly. And let the love in that comes from our Creator. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. If you want to pause and stay in Shavasana. When you're ready, roll onto your side and push yourself up into a seated, easy pose. Eyes still closed. Hands on your knees, open to receive the trust and love that you've done all this for. You are loved and held. You may open your eyes. Hands at heart center. From my heart to yours, thank you for joining me.